Hi, Ben.
Daddy?
You want a balloon, Ben? They float.
They all float.
Come here, son. You'll like it down there.
You'll never have to grow up.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Let's shoot this straight to DVD piece of shit already.
When I was a kid, I used to, this sounds crazy, but I used to act out films in front of the TV. So I used to have films like The Parent Trap or like The Little Rascals. Like I choose multiple roles, not just one, like multiple roles, act those out in front of the TV. And I think as I got older, realizing, oh, okay, you could actually do that as a job. I went to university and did film and TV production degree. So I did kind of things more behind the scenes, but I ended up acting in a lot of those movies. And that's when I obviously realised, oh, actually, that's what I want to do. So kind of that's how it all came about, really.
Are you a virgin?
Hey guys, I'm late for a party! Get out, run! A monster! A fucking monster! A big fucking monster!
I think I had the most blood thrown at me that I've ever had. And I think with every movie you think, this will be the most, and there's no way I can get more. There's always room for more. Always get more blood. One of the final scenes in the film, someone stood in front of me with the blood cannon. I had someone behind the camera with like a spray, and then someone with like goo, basically. And obviously you only get one take with this. So it's that thing of preparing yourself, not flinching, like not thinking all of this is about to end up on your face. Like just kind of, yeah, it is quite difficult in that respect. But what I love with those films as well is that they use practical effects as well. So actually being able to see the monsters in front of you just really aids your performance without just saying, okay, just look in this area. I mean, for some shots, you know, it did have to be just look at this, you know, stick, and that's where the monster's going to be, just because it practically the monster couldn't fit on the set with us. But that's what I love. It's, you know, it's a completely 80s throwback, particularly with Book of Monsters, just using all those practical effects. So yeah, it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun, despite the stickiness of the blood. When it's been on you for quite a while, you do tend to forget. And that's always fun when you walk up to somebody and you forget you're covered in blood and they're like, oh. You know, it's just such a fun story, and you know, I knew it was going to be a lot of fun to make, so I had no doubt about doing that film at all. Because it was my first feature, I think it was such a fun way to get into the industry kind of thing, you know, to get into having experience on set, because everyone on set was absolutely amazing. Having that kind of film as your starter film, you know, just gave me a good vibe of how things could be. There were some scenes obviously in the film that are a bit more serious, but you know, just having blood thrown at you and just, you know, Yale cut and everyone's just laughing their heads off. Our world premiere at Fright Fest, and it was genuinely one of the best days of my life. It was absolutely incredible. So we played at the Prince Charles Cinema, and we were fortunate enough to sell out as well. So we had, I think it was 300 people there, and the audience just loved it. And you know, it couldn't have gone any better. Yeah, it just got a really good reaction. It was just better than we could have ever hoped. Obviously, you always hope that the film's going to do well, but I think people just really got on board with it and just really, as I said, liked the practical element of it, and liked, you know, that it was a low budget movie, and you know, we put every penny into it that we could, and everyone just absolutely gave their all.
Drop your weapon and put your hands in the air!
It's not a sequel to Book of Monsters, but it's very similar in kind of the vibe. So it's going to be just Book of Monsters times 1,000 basically. So it's more monsters, more gore, more comedy. You know, it's just building on everything that we've learned from Book of Monsters, really. So there's a few cast members from Book of Monsters that are in How to Kill Monsters as well. So that was amazing to be working with them again. But yeah, it's not a sequel, but it's very similar vibes to Book of Monsters, definitely.
Oh, heavenly Miss Campbell, please show me the way. I know it would be sinful to end a man's life, but Ethan Rembrandt is the epitome of toxic masculinity. Sexually assaulting girls and getting off scot-free just because a school secretary is a life-affirming rape kink. Please, just give me a sign if you want me to kill the cunt. Any sign at all.
Destroy all men.
The Sisterhood of the Coven have spoken. Fuck the patriarchy!
Liam Regan, the director of Eating Miss Campbell, he actually saw me in Book of Monsters at Fright Fest, and he contacted me. This was kind of way before Eat Miss Campbell actually happened. So Book of Monsters played in 2018, I think it was, at Fright Fest. So Liam contacted me, I think, early 2019. And just said, hey, like I'm writing my next movie, you'd be perfect for the lead role, you know, would you be interested? And I felt very honoured that he'd kind of offered me the role off the back of Book of Monsters. I knew what they were about, gore level and the comedy level they go for, and with the opening scene of Eating Miss Campbell, and throughout it, to be honest, you know, the character Beth goes on a huge journey, shall we say, in the movie. But I think the one big aspect of the film that really intrigued me was the breaking the fourth wall. I just thought that was such a cool thing to do. It's something that you don't come across that often. I was quite nervous to do it because obviously you're talking directly down the lens is something that you don't, as I said, you don't get a lot of experience doing. But the gore aspect in it was really, again, it was a lot. I think day one on set, I got absolutely covered in blood. It was literally like dripping from my eyelashes. It was just so much blood. So it was kind of, you know, day one, I was like, okay, we're good. We know what's going to happen now. It's going to be this for the rest of the shoot. I think it was a complete character. I think that I had to play for Beth. It's, you know, and I've spoken to Liam. You know, what's great with Liam and I worked together quite closely on the character of Beth and making sure that, you know, we both kind of understood and where we were going with her, because she's a very lonely character, and I think, you know, it was quite a difficult, and it was definitely a big challenge. So I've never played a character like that before, and she's very unique, and, you know, I said to Liam, well, I probably won't play another character like that again. You know, she was very, very, yeah, you can't, you know, she is very Wednesday Addams, but I think there's not many characters out there like her. So she was tricky to play. You know, she was a lot of fun to play in terms of when breaking the fourth wall, and that she had that kind of sassy element to her. As you said earlier, complete opposite to Sophie from Book of Monsters. Like, you don't get more opposite characters. But I did enjoy the kind of sassy side to her, and, you know, that she didn't take herself seriously and she didn't care what anyone thought of her, kind of thing. But ultimately she really did. So there was a lot of conflict with her, and I kind of had a lot of fun playing that out, really, and doing a lot of internal kind of conflict for her. She has a really rough ride, does Beth.